could have gotten away with this.
This is a war between these two. That's not smart.
What up, y'all? So Normie is coming at you with a little bit of The Wire, Season 3, Episode 8, more Midgetry. Somebody else talk about what they think is going to go down.
Oh my god, soccer film. Yeah, guys. So The Wire is happening again. This was, it's been a really good season so far, I must say. Things are escalating. The Amsterdam thing was like a little bit of fiction based in reality, because like Dub said, we have kind of seen something like that happen in the last year. Not commissioned by a cop, but nonetheless. Yeah, it's good. You guys were talking about it last episode, but when I was in South Africa, I was in this village called Hermanus, and they opened up a boxing ring there specifically to get people off the street and stop doing drugs and like doing something more proactive, like a sport. And they had like a youth cafe that did the same with the schooling, and they had no infrastructure there or no social work there to get these kids to go to these places, because it's a really rundown village. Like they're like shacks. It's like object poverty. But in a village like that, everybody had to help themselves, and they did it. They were making it work.
Nice.
So like, you know, different countries work differently, different cultures work differently. But here in America, I don't think we can trust folks to do this, you know, systematically and like efficiently.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Again, Bunny's idea, solid idea. If it had proper backing, it would be working. But we'll see where this moral midgetry takes us. I don't know what's the hell this title.
Honestly, I think that was actually a pretty good intro from Surge. So, hey guys, this is not a market substitute. Make sure you support the OG content your own. Also, feel free to support the Normies over on Patreon. Support us on Patreon gets you uncut, you get to watch ahead, and you also get skits. But listen, if you don't want to support us in that way, we got shirts too. Oh look, Ron's got the tank top right now. And look, that's us on it. That's different anime characters. Now I know that you guys are watching The Wire, and you're like probably, you know, not into that. We got other stuff too though, plenty. So go and check out our merch. It's actually down in the description below. There is a picture of a couple of items. Maybe get some of that to support us, because that's also a way to do it. Also, you're gonna look good, you know?
You're gonna look good, bro.
We are not super short on time, but enough that we're just gonna hop right into it, so.
Oh my god. He just crawled out.
He better roll away.
No.
Fucking slap that dude.
Now it's becoming a problem.
Bro, that was hilarious. He just crawled out like a caterpillar.
He's trying to get to freedom.
Track Corporation told me that they sent it to Northland Purchasing Corporation. Northland tells me they sent it to their distribution center in Hagerstown. Hagerstown tells me they sent it to Mondo Mart. What?
Did Buddy have them on display to the left or the right of the cash register?
Because you know everything else.
As for the numbers in the phone speed dial, we got one local number and 6 other numbers that are all assigned to Track disposable cell phones. And those phones were all purchased outside the city.
And if you buy 8 of them in one spot, you're fucked.
How bad is disposable cell phones for the environment?
Springfield,
Don't even get me started. And they just ditch it on the street, too.
What is it?
The discipline of it.
Right? That's just not just easy.
Right.
You could get weak-minded and buy 8 from one place because someone told you to.
For a guy who came in here 10, 11 days ago, dropped cash on a couple of disposable phones. How about we just check on some of these security tapes?
10 days ago, we reuse those videotapes every week.
You think they know that?
Why do they think only one person would have came in and bought phones and cash?
I'm gonna go 100 miles and have a chance this guy has a memory or a camera.
Do you really want to go home early and disappoint us to Franklin?
Dang, they were driving that far down, dude.
Look, his mama.
Yeah?
I forgot I even tried to press that thing. Now she's calling up asking questions, wasting her time. It was mine. Kind of like this road trip.
McNulty is Schrodinger's cop. He is the best and the worst at the same time.
I don't know why we gotta wait 3 years for that shit. I'm ready to run now.
You still showing a little bit of that street corner mentality, bugging about every dime you spend, about the permits. It takes money to make money, Strange.
I'm ready to run now.
3 years, crawl, walk, and then run.
And quote.
See, I just don't trust it.
Check out these knuckleheads on the maker face.
Aw, Herc is having fun.
This is like so.
This guy, look at he is so
Right,
mad.
why is he mad?
I'm just trying to make my district look right off
He's like pissed.
places, but I saved the rest.
Where's your drinking water? Where's your toilet? Half these people are down on their feet.
They ain't no worse off than when it was all over the map. Now they just in one place is all.
And that place is hell.
How do you not see that it compounds, Bunny?
said, I'm just trying to retire.
So I can lock a man up, I can move his ass off the corner. And you want anything more than that, you're in the wrong shop.
Make it a little bit more straight.
Make it long.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
Now Chinese up them eyes like Beyonce.
Like what? Like who?
Like Beyonce.
That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, hook me up with that.
Those asses. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Can we get a naked ass machine? Can we? Hours of my life dedicated to the naked ass.
Bring a couple of track phones, week or so back.
Oh, sure, that guy. Last time, 8 phones, almost $900. That's a lot of ring dings, no?
Ring dings. That's a lot of ring dings.
With the girl that kept talking and talking.
Translation! On deck.
Man, organized. He's so organized.
What's going on in this show right now?
Bro, that's hilarious.
Can we have the tape for that day?
No tape. I rewind every day.
Tapes cost money. He's smart.
That's some cheap ass shit.
Need to be in control of myself, you know what I'm saying?
Take command of your life, cultivate some self-discipline.
Man, if you don't pick a box up next time you go back,
Yeah, don't make him do that.
you just walking beside him with these box. Okay. Piss me off.
It ain't about me doing for me, I don't think. Might need to be about more than that.
So you're bringing in an overall decline of...
Touch Carcetti, that's pretty, that was good.
Seen the show 100 times, never caught the seat joke. Didn't have the subtitles on.
This kind of variation screams manipulation.
Councilman, I assure you these stats are not massaged. We don't do that.
And if it repeats itself next month, in advance closer examination.
Moving on to new business, Stan. How are we for witness assistance?
Moving on.
Does the department
John.
have sufficient? I understand you're in no position to criticize the mayor.
Nor would I.
So allow me to ask the question. What is this city willing to pay to make it possible for ordinary people to come down?
Yeah, you're trying to calm down, bro. Lay off.
But I want to go on the record here in saying that this administration has passed the buck time and again and failed to protect those citizens who demonstrate that kind of commitment and put their lives and livelihood at risk.
She's not supporting him anymore. She's like, you lost it.
Yep, he lost his cool.
Hey, yo, what the hell is going on here? Please push all the action down here and a couple of Latino things that leaders and you should come in here and take over the situation. You there, people? One of them, maybe. Roman, man. Dennis.
Hey, Roman.
Roman.
Hey, Roman, let's go boxing.
Nico. I am too drunk, Nico.
Do you think politics is only about winning the argument? That whoever has the right fact at the right moment wins? Clinton had facts. Kennedy had facts, yeah, but Reagan? He couldn't have summoned a fact if his life depended on it. It's not just facts, it's how you use it. You liked those guys. You were happy to think that they even liked you.
You're saying I'm not likable?
Die.
Now when you're raining down fire on motherfuckers.
But if you want to be mayor or senator or governor one day, show them something more.
Nah, his wife's giving great advice.
This whole damn town's gonna hell in a handbasket. Guess who's running the show? Department, city hall, the courts. You know what they call it when judge, jury, and perp all go to the same family barbecue? Catch and release. Oh, shit. God have mercy on any poor white boy going to trial.
Oh, he's playing him perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. I like you.
They're not all so bad. Actually, there's a lot of good ones.
You played him wrong, McNulty.
Oh, shit.
Some very good ones.
Anything specific I can help you with down here today?
You know, you should meet my partner.
Well, McNulty, that's what you get.
Oh, you tried.
You sure you want us on Marlon or Omar both? I mean, Omar ain't come back on us since we got his bitch, so maybe.
Look, I'm home, Charles. I'm home.
Man, Avon always looking to fight.
Cause he's a gangster.
My insurance man, Bob, got him to turn this camera here right on Bob's parking lot. Now anytime I have a real problem, I just come to Bob and pull his tape. Your partner's a bit of an asshole. For real.
For real.
Let's go.
Definitely a staple in Riverside's got a decent, or had a decent boxing program back in the day. And there's one over on Eastern, across the street from Emerson.
Ah, nice.
We should open up our own Normies Kids Community Center.
God, none of us here know how to interact with kids.
I do.
I'm great with kids,
Me too.
surprisingly.
I'm phenomenal
I have
with
a
kids.
degree for that.
Shut up.
Chris, you just suck with kids apparently.
You know what this is?
Get that.
It's moral midgetry.
Moral midgetry?
What is it?
Turn the fucking world upside down. Treat these brain-dead corner yos like princelings.
Corner yos?
Over, he's always been good police.
And he's gotta know what a fucking heartbreaker it is to wake up every morning, suit up for this shit.
He's gotta suit up too, man.
Anybody here ever get jammed up and not have Colvin go to the wall for you? The man is trying something, maybe hard to stomach, but it's working.
Damn right.
The third one is
Loyalty.
No, and when we do decide to jump on Amsterdam's, they're just gonna go back to their regular corners, right?
If we ever jump out on it, I don't know that we're gonna.
You want to jump some people so bad.
But it's still back to business as usual. Business as usual was not working. It's like you want the status quo, but it's no a given thing.
So you're back in the house, huh?
He's some shit and she took me back
How did-
there. You sure even want to be back?
You shouldn't be there. Oh my god. Let her be happy.
Loving this framing now.
Just keep your cell off, make sure she can reach your partner. Partner tells her Kima's in court, or the partner calls you in the motel, gives you the heads up, you call her back later like, hey, what's up?
He's been around the corner.
Tips and tricks and proper cheating.
How did his dick not fall off yet?
Who doesn't?
Educated.
Job and further tuition free.
Tuition will come back to him tenfold in a quiet visit. Besides, nothing in the world is more expensive than free.
Damn right, damn right.
Let's double it.
Nah, man. I don't like taking money from a church going, man.
Triple it.
Your break, Deacon.
Come on, when people you just, I don't know how motherfuckers get suckered into this shit.
Woo!
Oh damn.
I'll drop by later on.
But I want to see the rest of this game.
Boy, he's about to wipe his ass.
You see his face.
Abbott.
This fucking FBI dude.
But you see the Abbott machine, bro?
Yeah.
Did they enhance?
I was about to say the same thing. Like, what is this gonna look like?
Nothing there. It's so tiny. No mere mortal can.
No mere mortal.
Yeah.
You did it again. Oh my god. We lost the call.
Who is this man?
Can anybody stop him? Please don't hurt us.
Goddamn.
It's so big and clear and bright.
That's fucking great. I love Prez.
He's like, are you fucking done?
No mere mortal.
I know I gave you shit when your stats took a jumper, but now you're gonna shove the numbers right up my ass?
I ain't cooking then, I ain't cooking now.
You don't mind if I have planning and research pull your CC numbers, make sure there's not a decimal point missing between the 1 and the 2?
Everything, deputy. Our number will stand.
Bro, it's like good now, but once they find out like about Amsterdam.
I can't believe they haven't found out yet.
You
Like, will
wanted
he still
these
get
districts
extension?
cleared up? We cleared up these districts. Where else are you gonna look? We're done. My job. I'm out.
D'Angelo hung himself.
Not with the belt they found around his neck, not at that distance between the doorknob and the floor.
So what are you saying?
Damn, she's a good actress.
Avon and Dee was family.
Family, right?
Avon didn't do it. Don't ping it on.
But he know.
D'Angelo was strangled, which is planned. You need the time, you need the isolation. Look, I
Yeah,
just
man,
found
he's
out
putting
what
thoughts
was
in his mama's
on
heads.
Whoever killed him wanted to pass it off as a suicide, but the cops are happy enough to have one less murder to investigate. On top of that, the Anne Arundel State's attorney doesn't give a fuck. I'm not supposed to give a fuck, so.
I can appreciate he's being super transparent with her.
In the end, D'Angelo was this close to flipping, giving up everybody, everything. You know all that, right? You were the one who went down that detention center and talked your son out of a deal.
That hurts.
I kind of liked your son, you know.
I like him too.
I consider he was a pretty decent kid, and it grinds me that no one ever spoke up for him.
God, he's looking at her.
Just digging at her.
How come you're first?
I don't think he's trying to.
I was looking for somebody you cared about, kid.
Oh, you tell that to the mama?
Jesus.
You tell that to the
God,
mama?
why
He's
don't you twist it?
still good.
Oh shit, he right though.
She said,
So right.
told her kid to go to jail for life. Do you care?
Oh, McNulty. I mean, he's right. He's good to be honest and everything, but like, where's the little bedside manners?
Bro, no, this man took like 4 years of psychology just to break people down.
Yep, Chris is exactly right.
It's some kind of hotel setup, man. You catch a master scoundrel alone and whatnot. You must be tripping.
Yeah.
Home, James.
Yeah.
Home, James.
Just one look at it was like, nah.
Good job, Omar. Good job, Omar.
Even though, you know, he could probably.
Nah, man.
James
It's
got
like a
that.
slice of cheesecake with a bell over it. Just look, I like someone put this here to set me up.
What kind of cat?
What?
What kind of cat my eyes like?
A big cat.
I'm about to take a shit in your litter box, girl.
You want to dance? You want to drink?
I don't do that now.
Do you do?
Fuck.
Well, he's like immediately sus.
I would not go with him. Like, you're gross.
But if she's in the players,
What's wrong with Marlon?
clearly looks like a player.
I mean, he's like, it's not what I do. That's not. He walks away. I'm supposed to follow him. No.
Set up, boy. She got you. That's why you got a big truck.
Can't
I'll
see.
put my bike in the back.
You free tomorrow? You could come back to my crib and get us a real bag. Take some time with it.
Girl.
Damn.
You just got used.
Bill Withers would appreciate
You
that.
and that condom ended up on the same spot.
Damn. She don't care. She wanted to do that.
She definitely did.
She had some expectations though. Come on. Oh, that's a mom. Mom, look.
Damn, girl, what you lose some weight?
Okay, never mind.
When you're doing illegal things, you don't play like that. Like, just give me my stuff. This is ridiculous.
Just a compliment.
1,000. Aww. Little more.
That's cute. It's the actual picture.
That's terrible, though. You can't just give out that information.
Yeah.
I mean, for $1,000, apparently you can.
2,000.
2,000 hit print on the print.
Whoa.
Yo, that's what's on, Mom?
Oh no.
These goofy kids back.
What you doing, bro?
So what, jacket and make her talk?
Fool, she probably got no clue where he lay his head.
Leave the grandma alone.
I crack up. She pulled out a shotgun and started robbing folks.
Turns out it's Omar.
Just in the old one costume.
He is his grandma. Ich bin der.
Shout out to the 3 people that get that joke.
You gonna need a little help with the cleanup.
I'll piece that together. It's my trip, man. Need to go from A to B all by myself.
Good shit, Dennis.
A to Z, bro.
Man. I like that he's like, Cuddy's dead.
Right.
Dennis now.
You know Lake Trout? Like 5. Find me 5. I don't truck CP town.
I appreciate that, Dr. Marlowe.
What you think about that?
Set up.
Sounds like a setup.
Might be walking into something a little later.
I don't know, man. I think she just wants some dude.
You see how disciplined my man is, even when leisure? He's like, it's just for sex. I need you to please go check out what's going to happen beforehand.
I need to get with him. Well, he ain't on the cell phone. As soon as I speak to him, I'll get it to you, all right?
Just like the partner thing that McNulty was talking about.
Heard from this cop. He saying D was murdered. He trying to drive a wedge up in here, man. You can't see it.
Stringer, you being obvious, bro.
All right.
Compassionate, warm, open phrases.
Cop shouldn't mess with him. I was paying like that. No one should.
She sus on you, bro. She
Right.
sus hardcore on you.
About to throw your ass out of airlock.
Stringer sus.
Extra mayo on 1, hot sauce on 2,
Damn, I'm hungry.
ketchup, and 4 orange sodas.
Orange
Oh,
soda.
sodas.
This clown ass nigga went and got 4 salads, 4 sodas, man. You heard?
Niggas don't roll out in a few minutes. We on to something.
Who was
Huh.
this?
Man, they were right to be a little.
He has a really
Just be, what Freeman say? Just in case you're paranoid, don't mean people ain't after you.
Way to make anyone way more
Look at
paranoid.
Amsterdam.
This is
I
dope.
know.
That's
Got
dope.
a Salvation Army in there.
All right, Bunny. Good shit. Really, it's because of old man
The deacon.
Just pass these out for me, okay?
Like, don't
He's
get
like, they're
pregnant.
not
Please
coming.
don't get pregnant.
No, don't get AIDS.
This bullshit falls apart. I want to kick your butt.
Yo, he needs to control his fucking shit.
Right,
Seriously.
yeah, man, he
Just
gotta
get
go.
him off the force. Just take him off the
It's like,
force.
for him being a cop, it's like about his aggression and shit.
Oh, there's this girl. She looked at the
Gave it a
car.
look.
Yeah, she looked at the car. She sus.
Damn, they gonna shoot her.
Go back to slow.
Damn, you about to open up?
Oh, 12?
Boy, 2 shots. Everybody in the car dead.
Driving past another car.
I was strolling through the
No
park
license
one day.
Oh!
Was that Avon?
Avon.
Dude.
Drive, motherfucker, get out of here!
Y'all were being sloppy as fuck. Woo! Damn, Marlo outplayed your ass.
Marlo's on fucking Avon so hardcore.
He didn't even. Oh, that wasn't even out for the driver. He was just like, I'm just going.
Cause that girl was like, oh, I'm
Fire
looking
one,
forward. Let's see
two,
each other
yeah.
now, sooner or later.
Yeah,
You're right.
she was big.
She done played the long con.
She used him, Marquetta. She was using him.
Come on, I'm leaving Tuesday. Got me.
Yeah,
Come
play
on.
long con, man.
Avon thought he was smart.
Them young and smarter than old Avon now.
You don't play him, Clay Davis.
Taylor got killed. Avon
Not the Taylor.
But Brianna all over me, called me, man. I need to tell her.
Nah, fuck Brianna. Just keep the bitch away from me, you hear me?
She's standing outside the door right now.
Right. Oh, so I'm a bitch?
Slim Charles even got the walk.
Bro, you so smart. I want to like put video games with that.
You're losing it.
Anthony, where you at?
Bro, why are you twitching?
In 34 North.
Something wrong with you, bro.
Oh my God! Somebody talk to this man.
Prez.
He's about to mass shoot someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we gotta talk.
Hold on. I mean, he got to come out on his corners. That's how you make money, right? You don't see who got the bigger war.
Look at the difference here. Is him in a suit coming in on this meeting.
Avon was patched up with his fucking beater on in what appears to be a GTA hangout. Like,
Yeah, he's literally wearing the CJ outfit from San Andreas right now.
You know, I look at you these days, you know what I see? I see a man without a country.
Avon, you got no vision, bro. One track mind.
What, because I don't shoot up a block indiscriminate? I ain't hard enough? Huh? Because I think before I snatch a life?
Yep, he's the one who killed your brother, bro.
Yep. What life you snatch, huh?
Here we go.
You know, Brianna went downtown, man, saw that detective. Man stoking her head saying that D'Angelo's death is no suicide. Man ain't wrong about that.
Oh no, oh no.
You called me out? I gotta expose something.
No, you couldn't do it. Brianna wouldn't do that shit.
Oh my God, bro, shut their fucking mouth.
No.
There you go, a life that had to be snatched, Avon.
You told him you could have gotten away with
This is a war between these two. That's not smart.
Yo, that's
Bro,
Avon's
Idris
nephew.
Elba
What
about
the
to
fuck?
beat your ass.
You know how he is about family and shit.
Took that shit off you, put it on me now, because that motherfucker was out of pocket with that shit. 20 years above his fucking head. He flipped, man, they got you, me, and fucking Brianna. No fucking way, man. Man, I know you got family, you love that nigga, but you don't talk that blood is thicker than water bullshit. Take that shit somewhere else, nigga. That motherfucker would've taken down the whole fucking show starting with you, killer.
He wasn't, though.
Avon, you can't trust him no more. Sorry.
He wasn't gonna say anything.
I mean, he was, but then Brianna came down and talked to him.
One of them got off each
Yeah,
other.
but like after that point, he didn't need to kill him.
In the game, you slip up the once, and you got all that extra information.
Bro, Stringer, kill Avon now. Shit, he knows.
Bro, Avon, bells are gonna be ringing.
He got that shot arm, he's fucking hurt. Damn, his patch bleeding and shit.
Both of them so stupid, man. Avon got no long-term thinking. Stringer did not need to tell him that shit right there either, though.
Had to prove a point.
Yeah, his ego was challenged.
But I hope this Avon, respects Stringer. Avon just told him like he's a soft ass bitch.
That was his family, bro. That was family.
That's family, but he even said you wouldn't do that to your own family. Like he doesn't know what the line lines are either.
He still hit something from him.
God, it was like such a big fucking moment.
Damn, they better hit us with credits.
Yep. It's just
I mean, where do you go from this?
Right.
No music.
Fade to black.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good ass episode.
That was good. That was a really good ending.
Yeah, man. Just the two of them finally beefing all the way.
Squashing that out. I like the fact that we got Amsterdam set it up a little bit. Getting some healthy needles out here for drug addicts and condoms for you whores.
It just feels like a really big moment. How did you guys feel about Amsterdam?
I don't know, man. I'm still thinking about Stringer and Avon.
A tad
right
bit
now.
better. Yeah, Stringer and Avon moment. That's fresh. Let's talk about this fresh.
I don't know. Like, I don't, like, okay, I get, like, Stringer probably, like, did the thing that Avon couldn't do, but, like, you don't do that just, like, anybody. At the end of the day, D was, like, Avon's nephew. Like, that was blood. Like, you can't say blood is not thicker than water. Like, now doing this, me as Avon, I can't trust Stringer. You're gonna kill my family? What makes you think, makes me think that you won't kill me too now?
But we also know Stringer's not gonna do anything unnecessary, basically. And he literally, it is the fact that it was his family. We knew Avon wasn't gonna do it, and also you knew D wasn't gonna take a full 20 years. Like,
Yep. D's unreliable on that.
All right, that's
I don't
a
know,
lot
he
of
was
time
reading
to
books
just
and
hope.
shit, man. He was, if they actually knew what D was up to and how his mind was, he was out of it. He didn't want anything to do with it anymore.
He started getting distant. That's why they were like, nah, he's definitely gonna swing. Well, at least Stringer was like, he's definitely gonna flip on us. Like, we got
Because if you're
offer.
not close, they can't control you. And if they can't control you, they can't trust you. And if they can't trust you, you're a liability.
I get why Stringer did it, you know. He had to why he told him, because Avon's all like, "What bodies you snatch up?" And he's like, "Well, look, here's how cold and calculated I am about my bodies. Where like I'm actually thinking long term about this shit." Both of them pissed me off in such different ways.
Right.
Because Avon is so fucking stupid. Like he can't go like 5 minutes without like, oh, I gotta go kill somebody. Like, come on, dude. And you fucked it up royally by having that girl be obvious as fuck. Being like, oh my, I gotta go out of town. Like tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Come on.
So, and one thing too about that quote, "Blood is thicker than water." It's not actually full. It's the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, which implies that, like, you know, the blood that you choose, like we would be family could be stronger than like someone's actual blood brother with them. And that's kind of what Stringer may have been trying to imply is like, look, like I know he is your family, but you and I, we have built this empire together. We are also family, and to make this choice by taking Dee's life so you didn't have to, I'm trying to, you know, obviously we know by watching the show that's more greed, but Avon doesn't know that, so.
Yeah, he can play this off differently.
Worth Stringer too, like, his problem is that he only wants to do the gangster shit when it benefits the money, right? And so he's like, I set up this hit, I murdered somebody close to the family and did that, but it's to a detriment because he's like, Stringer's such a bureaucrat damn near that like the emotional ties between people, he doesn't regard those as being important enough, right? He was like, D is a problem. The fact that he's family is inconsequential. Like that's just a circumstance of his birth. If he was anybody else, he's still a fucking problem.
Just a
and
circumstance
he's not able
of
to
birth.
like do that. But then with Avon's like, you know, family's important over everything. He would have let D take down the whole shit. It wouldn't matter because he wouldn't have took out D. He's like, that's family. That's just how it is. And it's like they both have their like hardline problems that they can't reconcile with that is like undoing them.
Which is why I agree with Rana that Avon is like Stringer's lost those morals now. You know what I mean? Those things that like made them a covenant in the first place. Like you got to have your code, right? You know what I mean? I don't think Avon's willing to bend that or like look past that. That was his nephew, man, and he hid that shit from him. Didn't discuss it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but what do you take out Stringer? Like, what? One, they gotta cancel each other out at some point. Either Stringer's gonna be like, I'm gonna go legit with business or something stupid, and Avon's gonna shoot him, or Avon's gonna be like, I'm gonna go legit gangster, and then Stringer's gonna choke him out with a back alley with a rag or
in
something.
the blowjob alley.
Right, exactly.
The
old blowjob alley.
How did you feel?
I think Avon might have kind of respected him because I think Avon deep inside knew that D was probably take the whole thing down, and Avon probably didn't have the. I guess he couldn't do it because he's family, but you know, having someone else take that pressure off of you, obviously, yeah, he's family, but I honestly don't think there's gonna be that much bad blood between these two when he found out that D died, because when he said like, you know, D was ready to take this whole thing down before it was even built, and you're about to let that slide. I had to do this to make sure this thing, you know, still gets built. You know, it just shows like, in the end of the day, it's like you weren't able to like take care of your own problems, you know, and now here you know it's the same situation.
Pat, if you and me were in like Avon and Stringer here, we were drug kingpins, and I killed Bo, and I didn't tell you because I thought Bo might rat. You'd let that slide, bro?
But that's a different story, bro. Because like, you know, listen. I just signed a contract where I didn't say verbally we're about to be gangsters, all right? Stringer Bell and Avon knew what they're about to do when they started this whole shit. That anything goes, okay? So they kind of already knew like what they're about, like they knew what they're about to play into. They already knew. They kind of knew.
They're partners though, at the end of the day.
If anything, then it's Brianna's gonna kill Stringer because bottom line, she's not having that shit. As soon as she finds out, oh, you put the hit out. Your mom's gonna choke Syringe out because he killed Bo.
And Brianna's also a mom, and a mom would like she's just literally not going to let the death of her son slide.
I can see that, Mom. I don't want her to choke me out.
Can we move back a step then and talk about the shooting with Chris and
Chris?
the dudes in the car? Yeah, the guy with the shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Very smooth. Really not even like smooth, but like. He had all his stuff planned out. Like he was like, yeah, meet me at this motel across from this place. You go to this place and wait and see if anything's up. Get you some food, chill out. One dude comes in and orders food for a whole truck of people that have been sitting there for hours. Like,
And he said,
this is set up.
Right past slow. He just was like casually too. Was like.
Right, now let's go.
How Marlo went up to her at the club. Like, how did that like work out perfectly?
That's what I don't get.
It's easy.
She's
you gotta
probably
lock those
plant.
eyes.
Just being like. Hey, like if I'm Avon, I'm just gonna tell like, cause he obviously fucks, right? Like he's a player in the game.
This guy fucks.
You're just like, hey, all the cute little shorties out there, like let it be known that if you see this motherfucker out here with the scar on his face and you want to make, you know, 50 grand, whatever.
Give
like
him
if
fuck
you
ass.
get with him, get with me. This is how you get with me.
Damn.
Something like that, or maybe they found out the places that he goes to.
Yeah.
Found out the places that he hang out at.
Marlo was very appropriately paranoid. I thought he was just
Good for
being
him.
dumb, like, dude.
Nah, that was literally too perfect of a setup, especially in the kind of what he does. Like,
I was sus immediately. She was like, "Can we meet again immediately? Like we have a bed. Like tomorrow, I'm leaving. Like we have to see each other." I'm like,
over explains it.
Come to my place.
The reason why is because I had to leave.
Right. So it's just my brain. It was sounding way too good to be true. That's why. I don't know, man. You can't trust it. Some girls like, hey, you want to come down this dark alley and see what happens? Be like, no. Don't touch my penis.
Yeah.
Don't go down the
Give me the fuck, guys. Be just a little bit paranoid. Just a little.
100%.
So, talk about paranoia. I don't know how Omar could have foreseen this, but like them gathering his photos and information and paying off that woman at the wherever that
Social Security office, I think they said.
That's fucked up.
It is.
She should definitely get fired.
They know where.
We'll start there.
Oh, it's grandma is act.
That is horrible.
Which I don't know. I guess they're gonna sit and. I mean, I do know.
Wait for him to come see her. Like, you think maybe he's dropping grandma off money because he's got a big heart. Like, he might just be ripping off drug dealers and paying grandma's bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like they were gonna jack her up or anything. So like, you think she knows where he is? So yeah, he's probably gonna come visit her, and then they'll jump on him.
And you know, one thing when you guys commented on Slim Charles and his walk, I really like that you guys like the side characters so much because they make this story so much better.
Yeah.
And it just cracks me up that they continue. You know, Slim Charles spends time with these dudes that are in the front seat of that car, and he realizes that they're damn fools. You know, Cuddy saw them too, but they keep using these cats, and it just blows my mind. It's like, replace these guys.
I think they're just waiting for them in their industry. They're like, if you're dumbasses, you'll either get arrested or shot eventually. I'm not gonna waste the time replacing you until you have run your full course. Like,
He seems too smart for his position. Like, I feel like he's overqualified for what he's doing. Like, he needs a bigger job. Slim Charles.
Slim Charles is just like. He's got like I don't know where they found this motherfucker, but he's got it. He's got it all. He's got the walk. Talk all slow and shit. He's just like
you don't like the Inhaler Kid.
Poor Inhaler Kid.
Inhaler Kid.
If the Inhaler Kid had a name, I'd be more confident you cared.
Yeah, I do appreciate the side characters. Like you say, like it just makes the world more believable. It just fills out the show better. You know, a lesser show wouldn't be delving into like actually naming these like subordinate type characters, but like, you know, it gives everybody importance and it just humanizes the whole operation.
I mean, even the side characters have their like fun in them. I forgot his name. The guy was like, "Oh yeah, he buys all those rings and dings." Or
Seek and you shall receive.
I mean, I'll remember that guy forever now.
All right, so then stepping one back as we run backwards to the show. Bobby Yanni was like the first thing, but
Amsterdam?
Yeah,
people were tied
Dennis,
tied up in Amsterdam, like they're mugging people there.
Oh yeah, I mean that's still further back, but Dennis the Menace and
dude, that was dope. I hope he gets
all the things in Amsterdam.
And it kind of shows too, like if you for Cuddy, aka Dennis now, him taking these steps to like really change his life, but him like saying like I have to do this like from A to B by myself. The world kind of gets out of your way after a while. Like he's been placed in the right positions to meet the right people that can get him this facility. We know he doesn't have the money to pay for the rent of this place, so someone is helping him out by giving him this facility that he's going to be able to clean out and start something with. So it's nice to see that if you have a his trip, if you figure out your trip and you're willing to put in all the work necessary, things can kind of move out of your way even in the hardest environments.
Oh, definitely. The decisions you make, I think it was Elon Musk who said this, but like the decisions you make today affect your life in 3 to 5 years. So like think about what you do today for yourself.
So all the social programs popping up, condoms, the needles.
That was amazing. I mean, if you're gonna have Amsterdam, I guess you need you can't just throw them because they had nowhere to shit. They had no electricity or anything. Yeah. So this is like something to give their health. I mean, you're ruining their health and helping their health at the same time. So.
Yeah, it's good. The needle exchange is necessary and something that we still need to have, like today's day and age. Like needle exchange programs are very like a controversial hot button thing to exist, but like anywhere. But it's
not
just
anywhere.
Huh?
It's a very normal thing in Europe.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's states here.
Socialist nightmare that is Europe.
And I just that one guy and Anthony Anderson. whatever. Not Anthony.
Which one?
Like
the one who's like about to pop off. What the hell's going on with him?
Oh, the white dude?
Oh yeah, he's just like
he's literally about to explode.
Like, he's gonna tear out his shirt.
He's terrifying.
I think he's like
the kind of guy that needs like aggression or like he needs to output his energy.
He needs counseling.
He's pissed off. He's like, I signed up to do police work and look at all these people running
But for
around.
him, he thinks that police work is beating people's asses and locking them up.
Yeah.
And even still, too, with Colvin, when Colvin's talking with the deacon, and he's like, look, I'm a cop. I can either arrest people or move them off the corner, right? And they're like, cops are tasked with fixing the drug problem. But their answer to the drug problem is arrest it or move it.
Yeah.
And it obviously doesn't work. And so it's like, in order to quote unquote solve this drug problem or at least help it, it's like we need multiple arms coming at it from multiple directions. It's like a community effort. And you see all these people out here trying to do something. We don't know what the turnover rate is or whatever, or if they're just using the condoms to put more fucking drugs in it to shove up their asses for later. Who knows? But
this whole concept, like I'm sure if there's like video essays or dissertations about it or something, because it's if they had actual backing, like you know what I mean, like state funding, this could totally work.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Amsterdam.
Yeah. But even like Amsterdam is not like wild like that. Like it's just not congested in one tiny area. You know what I mean? So like you're gonna move people there into like a tiny little bottleneck. Shit's gonna pop off eventually. But if you spread it around a little bit, make it all legal in a bigger district, that would be better.
So why can't we do something like nobody like Wyoming? Like really nobody knows about anything about Wyoming. Like why can't we just have everything? The whole state just be Wyoming, Amsterdam, and we just have everything there. I think.
Dude, I said the same
not
thing.
a lot of people in Wyoming.
That's what I'm saying. That's even better.
Outrage.
You saying
But
movies there?
the name of this episode was moral midgetry. That's it. It's like, well, how can we do this because it's morally wrong? That cop, his views are like the wider views, I think, of like the whole entire country. It's like legalizing drugs would be morally wrong, so we can't do it, even though we do so many other morally wrong things in the country.
But it's also morally wrong to like relocate people just because they are addicted to something.
Well, that's a whole thing too.
That cop is he's gonna shoot somebody. Like
definitely.
They're planting the seeds.
Multiple people.
Herc was like having fun with the face drawing thing. He's like, I'm pissed, man.
Having fun with these fucking what do you call them? Poodle heads.
Yeah, I wanted to say that like I remember literally from middle school all the way up to high school we had like these like drug prevention programs and no, not DARE. Fuck DARE. That would be like obviously like drugs are wrong, don't do drugs. Like even about like cigarette smoking, we had like whole seminars in school. But then also we had like, if you end up trying it out, if something goes wrong in your life and you end up in a situation, this is what you need to do. You need to go to this place for clean needles. You need to go to this place to get tested on this and that. You need to go to like I never did drugs, but I knew that if I did, I need to go there. You know what I mean?
All we knew is if we
you
did.
never know what if you never know.
And for us, if we did drugs, it was just you're going to get addicted. You're not gonna get a job. Mm-hmm. And what else was it? It was
you'll commit crime if you smoke marijuana.
Was it DARE?
You're gonna commit crime.
You're a criminal.
Yeah,
DARE was hilarious.
Like they used to bring the drug dogs to school occasionally, but if you got caught with anything in your locker, it's like, well, that's it. You're arrested, son. You're out of school. Like that was it. For us, it was like
there were consequences, but there was also a conversation. There was like a learning lesson.
Oh, dude, go to Jordan. I went to high school in Jordan. Nobody spoke of it. You go to jail immediately, even if you're 5 years old.
You go to jail.
Jail.
Straight to jail.
Jail. Doesn't matter how old you are. You go to jail, you're gonna get your ass beat. You're not gonna see your family for 2 weeks, and then they'll let you out.
You jaywalk, you go to jail.
Shit, you go to India, talk back to the teacher, just slap you with a fucking ruler.
Oh yeah.
Like put out your hand, put out your hand.
You're the biggest.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry, no. It's because it's completely different subject. Go ahead if you're.
I was just gonna incriminate myself, but you were selling weed in fucking junior high.
Arrest this man!
Fuck you, Chris. Why are you my friend?
I didn't want to, but I was like, I'll bring you guys customers because they were my friends. I was like, I'll bring y'all customers. I mean, the kids are already buying weed in school, and I was like, I just want.
I can't run with hooligans.
We stayed by Burger King. I was like, you guys give me Burger King every now and again.
Smashing.
Those Oreo pies. I was like, yeah, I'll bring you customers.
You're such a fat ass.
What's
He was hustling.
The Oreo pies were
Just
absolutely. I was hustling. I wasn't okay taking money. It felt
What's
bad.
weed?
I used to burn CDs for people in Napster. I was the only one with a CD burner in middle school. Yeah. I used to make their custom CDs.
Oh, see, I do that. I didn't even fuck about that. The selling of drugs in junior high felt bad.
What are drugs?
Well,
we used to sell candy.
Anyway,
what were you gonna say?
Oh no, the biggest slap in the face was McNulty trying to bond with the dude on like racial shit.
Oh my god, he's like, this is Carol Ann, my wife.
I'm glad that happened to him.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Because he always thinks he's so smart. Always think he's so smart.
Who's smart is Paluski, who's like, who is this mere mortal? We can speak a little bit about Carcetti, I guess. He's questioning Colvin's crime rate, which is down now 12%. So they're gonna like, honestly, they're gonna like start peeping into it. Like, how is like Daniel's people still dropping bodies? People are dying on his end, and you have 12% down. Like, yeah, doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah, I wonder if he gets in trouble or not. Like, he's doing something that's like helping the community, but it's all behind his boss's backs. Like,
yeah.
They're like, what's the deal with this 12%? Bro, Morales is really confused.
And then he's hyped about it. He's like, check my book, son. Like, Jesus.
I'm a huge fan of the fact that like what Colvin's doing is kind of working, but also not kind of working. And like, I think personally that it's a little bit better than the status quo was, because like if you like when he took people around to the blocks and people like out there sweeping, doing shit, someone was drawing hopscotch down there, and they're just like, shit doesn't usually happen here. People usually getting shot. Remember that kid that got shot in the face?
Season 1?
Like no, I think it was the beginning of this season.
Wallace?
Yeah, you got
the kid who caught a stray, right? Like no one's catching strays right now. Bullets are essentially hitting their intended marks, which is not great, but way better than 5-year-old Jimmy looking out the window. And so, like, for the rest of society, like, trying to take care of this problem like this works. But when the status quo sucks because everybody's unhappy, and now we're like, wow, we almost got something. It's like, yeah, but that ain't the way we do things because it's got, like, moral midgetry. And
but
like,
they're getting there. They're like, I'm a fan of Amsterdam, and I like that they are bringing more. That it's not just the police at this point. That they're bringing the social workers in there. They're doing like all these outreach programs, and you know, eventually it's gonna have legs. And I think that at that point, maybe Bunny is going to present it as like a thing that he did and like a possible solution. But then he's gonna fucking retire, and nobody else really seems to be.
I worry that he might get fired and not get his pension or something.
Or, I mean, I don't know. Who knows? He already has the other job lined up. Like, he's already got his $80K security job secured.
I don't know how pensions work either, so.
I just, you know, I like it. It's a solid idea. It needs to be more officially backed because you are still essentially picking up a problem and, like, moving it over there.
He basically just recreated the towers.
Yeah.
They knocked the towers down, these dudes went to all these other corners, and then he gave them an area to basically be selling drugs for people to come for drugs.
The best part is
but like Americans don't care. They're like, oh, it's out of sight, out of mind. At least it's not on my corner. Like, you know what I mean? People are happy to just push it over there like the homeless problem. Like, put them in Los Angeles.
Well, they did the thing here where they just moved them from one. They come in, bust up like one of the like homeless camps, and then it gets relocated to like down by the river. And then 6 months from now, they'll bust up the one down by the river and get moved somewhere else. And they're just like, yeah, we just do this forever. And it's like, what if we try to take care of it? And we don't have the money. It's like, but y'all got the time to bust this shit up? Just fuck. Just like, yeah, we'll do that forever. But so when they tore down the towers, right? So they were trying to do something good. But when he tore down the towers in that very first scene, like all the smoke comes down and like crowds the crowd, right? So it's like city officials are like, we've got a plan to solve a problem. Didn't plan for the unintended consequences. Everyone's covered in smoke. Smoke's covering the city. They're like, all right, well, fuck, that didn't work, right? So it's like they got these plans to do these big things, but they don't think about the unintended consequences, and then it spreads out and creates a completely different problem. And the only way they know to attack that problem is with the same fucking shit that they did before. It's like, wash yourself, rinse and repeat. And I just love the fact that Bunny's like, bro, I'm a cop. Like, I either arrest it or I move it. Like, those are the two things that I do.
But that's a fair point, though, because like the police are expected to come to even like calls that like require social work. And instead you call 911 and the cops show up, and like that's not how that should work.
And they're like, I either arrest them
absolutely or not. Like police officers are only equipped to handle so much. Then you need other skills.
And real quick, just like something that came to my mind when you guys were talking about the money aspect of things, and they were talking about, you know, where's the plumbing, where's the electricity, where's the heat, with the budgets that we've seen them show, and obviously, you know, it's because it's not going to grease anyone's actual pocket. Where will they get these funds? I mean, you know, again, it's like you could try and tax the actual hustlers and see if they would afford paying for. But these were all abandoned, mostly houses anyway, so they probably were run down. The plumbing would probably need to be replaced in many of them before it's actually functioning. Some of the wiring would need to be fixed. That's going to cost quite a bit to get that into a place where people would actually be able to live, or I guess maybe not live, but frequent consistently and have these, flushing toilets and shit like that. So what would be a way for them to fund something like that?
Well, Clay Davis got his hand on the faucet, but that faucet's going straight to his pocket.
That's what I'm saying. It's only going to grease his pocket. Yeah.
I know. So that's what, if the system worked as intended. Clay Davis is already working with Stringer Bell. He's that close to the street level shit.
They just
everything did what they were supposed to do. My man was like, yeah, I got my hand on this federal faucet. Like, we can use this money to blah, 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 blah. But instead, he's just like, shit, I'm Clay Davis, motherfucker. I'm about to drive out of the towers with 20,000 in each bag.
Are you saying that trickle-down economy doesn't work?
What if they just have trash pickup once a week? Then they can...
Right, they'd be able to afford a little bit more.
Yeah, as soon as bodies start dropping there, Bunny's gonna be in a shit heap of trouble.
Yeah.
The first one's going down is Bub's buddy. He's already dead. He's laying there. He's dead. I'm just gonna guess it.
Yeah, poor Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Not even poor Johnny. Johnny's kind of dug his boat here, but he's killing with I'm a Viking. Like, stop.
Choose some mushrooms and go wander off in the woods.
Something healthier.
And then I guess that brings us all the way back to Baba Johnny.
Baba Johnny.
Baba Johnny.
Yep. That's really it.
Good
And
drugs.
Omar just has a stash of fucking drugs and money now and jewelry.
It seems like a bunch of things are about to click into place.
I think Brianna's better come in here and go ham. Like,
her face, dude, where she was looking at Stringer.
Oh my god, when she walked out the door,
McNulty playing her like a fiddle. She's like, why did you come to me first? It's like, I was just looking for someone who gave a damn about the kid.
Dude,
he was absolutely right about everything.
Yeah, she kind of needed to hear that.
You told your son to go to jail for life instead of taking the deal that would have him in a better life and witness protection. Like,
and why did you do that? To protect her own ass?
Right. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Greasy pockets, man.
Look out for each other, folks out
Be
there.
your own people, man.
Don't be like that.
Don't be a menace.
Don't be a menace
to society. Don't be a
society.
menace to menace.
Dennis the menace to society.
Be Dennis like Cuddy.
Yeah.
We should watch Menace to Society.
We should.
Well, y'all, this has been the Normies. We will see you at the next episode. Let us know what you think down in the comments. We've been enjoying the discussions. I've been hopping in there and talking with you guys. I know I keep saying the same thing, but everybody else, hopefully, they're going to come on in the comments too.
Bye.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Get out of your face line.
Thanks for watching The Wire with the Normies. Check us out on Patreon for early access and uncut content. Special shout out to our super patrons Doppelganger, Clayton, Harry MacFan, Exploring Dylan, Dane, Mr. Momus, Joe, Daniel, Yusuf, Kadim, ZJP, and Keyboard Junkie. We will see you all next time.